Today I'm going to be covering TownStar, a very exciting game, kind of similar to SimCity. It's been made by Gala Games and it's one of the only game currently available on the Gala Game platform or blockchain in a sense if you want. Today I want to cover everything you need to know about this game. We're going to talk about everything from how to get started with the gameplay, how it works, how you can earn money in the game, and everything's on the above such as tokenomics and much more. Let's go.
Let's go.
I want to get started by showing you guys the trailer of the game. Let's see. Alright guys, so this is TownStar for you. TownStar is a very competitive farming game from one of the co-founders of Zynga, the company behind Farmville. And each week in the game, you can actually earn tokens. So there's different ways you can play the game. We're going to see some of those different gameplay elements. You can take place in the weekly tournament, you can take place in the monthly tournament, or you can just join the play to earn server and just play casually in order to earn money in the game. They have a pretty big and growing community. So as you can see, they got 9,000 followers on Twitter. They also have about 146,000 people on the Discord, 30,000 ish people live right now. As you can see, really growing community. And I will say that the Twitter is not actually reflective of how popular this game currently is. Let's talk quickly about the team. So the founder of TownStar, as I was saying, is the co-founder of Zynga. His name is Eric Meyer. He's currently the wizard of Gala Game, but he previously worked at Carnivore. Koto as an investor at Kusha Life Science as well. Investor at Gracias. And he's been an investor because he's done incredibly well while working on Zynga for 14 years and 11 months. He's also previously co-founded Luminary, eUniverse, and DVD Wave. As you can see, he has a lot of experience in the gaming space and he's bringing that to the play to earn ecosystem. You also have Chi Elliott, who recently became the director of TownStars. Chi Elliott is a hardcore gamer since he was a kid. He's been an architect for 10 to 11 years. Jumped into the game industry around 1995 with Epic Games and Unreal Tournaments. Worked at Crytek and did the Crisis games. Worked on the recent 2016 Doom reboot. Last 3-4 years has worked on high-resolution VR training for Air Force and the Army. So he's the TownStar director and he's currently also able to focus on Miranda's development as well as on TownStar, which is pretty much already done. You know, it probably just now finalizing some of the main component of the game and helping it evolve. He has 25 plus years of experience in the gaming industry and he's now part of the TownStar team. So there's a full-on AMA that was made on May 14, 2021 that is currently available on the support page of Gala Games. Why this is a big deal? So Gala Game set aside $5 billion to fund its NFT expansion efforts. $5 billion, guys. So not only they're going to be investing in music, they're going to be investing in movies, they're going to be investing in theme parks, and much more. They really want to make a bang on the NFT market. You can imagine in the future with some of the games such as Miranges, such as Townstar, you can imagine different assets made to the real world about the game. And Townstar, funny enough, it's actually a game where you're building your own farm. So imagine going to a park, a full-on NFT park. This is actually a Townstar park. I think this is likely to happen. So, but the reason why it's important to share that is to show you guys how much investment Gala Games is making toward the future of every single game that they're making in the ecosystem. And Townstar is part of it, and it's actually the first game that they release. So what is Gala? So Gala is the token for Gala Games, the token main cryptocurrency used in the Gala Games ecosystem. I think it's important to cover it because this is one of the main token of the Gala ecosystem. So currently price is 0.32 cents. As you can see, it's been actually going down a little bit because it reached all-time high earlier in November 2021, and it's been going pretty low right now. Market cap currently at $2.4 billion. And then you also have the Townstar token, which is the one that we all really interesting to talk about in this video, because the Townstar token is what you will actually be earning in this game as you're playing in the play to earn phase. When you're playing the game on the free-to-play server, you're actually earning stars, and then stars are the currency that you'll see in the gameplay. But when you want to earn actual real cryptocurrency in that game, you'll be earning the Town token, the Townstar token. TownCoin is a token that was created by Gala Games exclusively as a reward for playing to earn with Townstar NFTs. Unlike imaginary in-game money that cannot leave the game, TownCoin is the real cryptocurrency that lives on the blockchain. It can be transferred between players, listed on third-party exchanges, or bought and sold on those exchanges. So Gala Game has invested into this token as a utility token for Townstar. The player earned TownCoin from playing with NFTs. Node operator receive TownCoin in daily distribution as a reward for operating their founder's nodes. Here are some uses for Towns: exclusive NFT items that can only be purchased with TownCoin, in-game upgrades and benefits. Holding TownCoin provides additional benefit to Gala Power. So you also have playing with NFTs to earn reward, because in this game the only way you can actually earn TownCoins is by adding NFTs into the game. Every day there's daily challenges, so each day's reward are unlocked with the player's completion of an in-game daily challenge. Examples of daily challenges could include earning a certain number of stars in a 24-hour period, shipping a minimum quantity of a particular good, or anything along those lines. This is an example of some of the challenges that you're going to be seeing in the game, and some of the challenges right now will require you to get about 1,000 stars within the gameplay, and it can be sometimes relatively quick to get depending on how you play in the game, how effective is your gameplay in it. So they go a little bit more and then talking about Gala Power, but we're going to review all that in detail a little bit after. Let's look at the Townstar current token right now. So we see 0.16, this is its current value, but the market cap is actually not available on CoinGecko, but the total supply of the coin is 1 quadrillion supply for that coin. So 1,000 trillion of that coin currently available on the marketplace. That's a lot of coins. As you can see, the price went all the way to $2.11 at all-time high, and currently sitting at 0.16. So really low right now. Currently quite low, but as we talked earlier, Gala Game is making huge investment, $5 billion toward the entire ecosystem. So I'm hoping to see this going back up in the future. So this is your inventory in the Gala Games platform. So essentially you have the Gala token on the Ethereum blockchain. You also have Ethereum that you can add to your inventory. You also have TownCoin that you can add to your inventory, and then NFTs. On the right side here, what you're seeing here is the Gala treasury chest, where you're actually receiving in-games assets. So for example, if you win Gala in the game, TownCoin, or other things of the sort, it'll be on your treasury chest. These tokens are not technically mined. It's when it's on your actual inventory that they are mined. They're just sitting there in your treasury chest. Knowing how the treasury chests work will allow a user running the Gala Node software or earning tournament prizes in game like Townstar to look at where their rewards are in their Gala Games accounts. The treasury chest is a place where rewards are sent after distribution within a Gala Game account. Game reward from playing games such as Townstar can be found here as well. There are a couple of NFTs in the game, and I think it's going to be very important to cover all of the Townstar NFT one by one. As you can already tell, this game is like a Farmville type of game, a little bit more advanced because you get the advantage of having the blockchain linked to it. So you can not only build your little like farm, your little industries, kind of like in SimCity where you're building like a little city, and you can earn token while doing that. You have bots that you can acquire in the game, such as farm bots that have in-game utility, but it's not revealed yet. You have crane bots that replace your townstar builder and move about 3 times faster. You have elf bot that assists with the movement and harvesting of basic farming crops like sugarcane, wheat, and cotton. You have salty bot assists with the movement and harvesting of basic farming crops, giving preference to salt related things. You have Mr. Puddles, whatever is needed with water, watering crops, building, or watering animals. Then you got Buggy Mr. Puggle, whatever is needed with water, whether watering crops, building, or watering animals. Move a little slower than standard Mr. Puddle. So these different NFTs give you some advantages in the game. You also have the resources stands. Stand provide continuous sources of a certain specific crop, cutting out the need for farming fields to some degree. When used cleverly, they can make a huge difference in your townstar town. Other type of NFT that you can acquire, such as wheat stand, sugar stand, cotton stand, extra storage. These storage are different than the storage that you find in the game because those one are your own NFTs, and by holding those NFTs in the game, you're actually able to earn real cryptocurrency in that game. You also have fountain and water tower and much more that we are about to see on their OpenSea page. So this is a townstar OpenSea page, and so this is a secondary market for the NFT platform. You'll be able to buy NFTs in the Gala Games website. It's hard to tell what's the difference between some of those items here, and it's important to note that not every single NFTs in the marketplace will allow you to actually earn extra TownCoin. There's a very specific one that will be eligible for that. I'll show you a list. There's a couple of tools out there that you can use in order to see what NFT is likely to give you TownCoin, and we'll explore that in a little bit. But if you go into the marketplace, what I recommend to do is to use the filters so that you can see things that you need. So you can filter by low to high to see what you can afford. Okay, so here it is, low to high. Okay, so here it is, low to high. You also have skin. Skin have some utility in the game that also help you accelerate some of the components of the game, like making your farmer work faster. Skin has their own advantages, but those advantages doesn't apply to the play to earn part of the game. You can filter by rare, uncommon, and so on. You can just show what's available because we don't care about what's sold out. We just want to see what's available to buy. So as you can see, you can get a water tank. You can buy Gala turntable, another item that will give you some advantages in the game. Grape storage. Some of these NFT will only give you TownCoin in the game, so TownCoin advantages that you can earn. And some item will also help your productivity in the game for your farm, because the faster is your productivity, the quicker you can earn your coins per day. So let's say, for example, your farm is extremely productive. That means that instead of spending like 1, 2, 3 hours playing the game in order to meet your daily challenge, you can achieve that in a matter of 10 to 30 minutes or less. And then we were talking earlier about some of those unique special NFTs that will give you some values in the game. So for example, right now we have this billboard, price is unknown. It's going to be in your treasury chest. There's 15,000 quantity of them. It gives you some of the crafting class that he has, or if it doesn't have one. And we can see that it's currently available on the secondary market for 0.19 ETH. And as I'm scrolling down here, you can see the different town value for the different NFTs that you can find in the game. Ancient Be True Withstand. This NFT alone is earning you up to 3,075 TownCoin when you play, which is a lot. Let's just assume that this one is extremely expensive, guys, because if we head back here to CoinGecko, we can take a quick look at what is exactly 3,075 TownCoin, and this is $500. So this NFT will allow you to get $500 in the game daily, every time you play, every time you complete one of those challenges within the 12-hour period. This NFT is most likely extremely expensive, and we can take a quick look if I go on OpenSea to look at the item. So this is the Be True. We can search it on OpenSea. I'm going to copy that right here, and we're going to jump on OpenSea and see if you can find it and check the price. Guys, this thing is going for $79,000 right now, so 234,000 Gala. Yes, you will invest in the game, but you will have to put some money up front in order to start earning in that game. And there are some NFT that are affordable, and then I want to walk you guys through it. So we're gonna scroll all the way down to what we can afford here, guys. As you can see here, you get all these NFT right now. They have a star, so it did not have no point value or unplaceable. So maybe the value that you're getting from these might vary, or you might not be able to earn anything with those NFTs. If you find an NFT, you kind of want to create an index in order to figure out if one NFT is worth it to buy versus one another. For example, if I come over here, there's multiple NFT that can earn me 14 TownCoin per play. If I copy this one over here, go on OpenSea, I found my rare grape storage, and this is bringing me 14 TownCoin per coin. So if I divide 1255 by 14, we get $89. So I'm essentially paying $89 per coin for this rare grape storage. So I recommend to do that if you want to find out a clear index of what's the most affordable one that you could get. That's a kind of like a nice strategy to find which one is more valuable among the different NFT that you want to buy into the game. Every NFT that you buy in the game will have more value, more TownCoin based on Rarity. So for example, if you get the Vox token, you can go on rarity.tools and check the rarity of the NFT in order to see how much you will actually earn in the game with it. So the rarer the item, the more TownCoin you can earn in TownCoin. These are collectible and they will have some value inside townstar. They will allow you to earn TownCoin as well. So how to make money in this game? So you first need to get an NFT in townstar. Once you have the NFT, make sure that it is in your townstar inventory in order to be applicable to the game. You need to make sure you are able to make transaction by using TownCoin crypto. How can you capitalize on your townstar so you can sell your NFT on the secondary market, like I was saying earlier on OpenSea? You can rent out your buildings in the game. You can rent out your buildings in townstar for price per day, and you can use the townstar economy to your advantage. So there are many ways to make money in the townstar economy. You can make money by selling items in the market, using rented buildings for production, or even buying power up. How much town can be earned per day? The town a person can earn is limited to the rarity of the NFT that a person owns and the amount of Gala Power that they have. A player with 20 rare NFTs but a Gala Power level of 5 won't make as much town as a player with 10 rare NFTs and a Gala Power level of 10. So I transferred about $300 to my account earlier today, and I got a notification that my Gala Power level went up. Your Gala Power's level is 1. Increase your Gala Power by holding more Gala and TownCoin in your inventory. Your Gala Power level is equal to your number of playable NFTs eligible to earn rewards. So this is your inventory. So you will need to have NFT right here in your collectible. So the reason why your Gala Power matter is because the player with more NFTs but a lower power level will not be able to earn from all the NFT they place down. This logic is here to prevent whales from getting into the ecosystem, buying a bunch of NFTs and just like moving them in and out of the ecosystem and buying them as they please and taking advantage of the game. This is why players should take notes of how many NFT they have, the Gala Power level, and the rarity of the NFTs in order to maximize their play to earn potential. There's a way to calculate the Gala Power. The equation here is the Gala Power that you have is equal to the Gala Coin plus 1 TownCoin times 2. If you're holding your TownCoin in your inventory, it gives you much more advantage than holding your Gala coins in the inventory. So the following tables show the minimum amount of Gala Power required to reach each Gala Power's level. How to make more TownCoin from daily bonuses reward in townstar. The first thing I would recommend is to get a Gala Gold membership, because having a Gala Gold membership will allow you to earn NFTs whenever there's new game coming in the Gala Game ecosystem. And as you know, townstar is the only game in the Gala Game ecosystem that you can play right now. Whenever a new game will come out in the ecosystem, get released or get announced, you might get some airdrop of the NFTs. And on top of that, you might also benefit by getting some sneak peek in the community, because as a Gala Gold member on the Discord, you actually get access to sneak peek, advance notice. A Gala Gold membership will cost you about like $50 US. It's not refundable. You only have to pay it once, and then you're a Gala Gold member for life. It's really worth it if you believe in the Gala Game ecosystem. So make sure to check this one out. You can also complete daily challenges. This is another way you can earn money. So you see your challenges right here. There'll be multiple one. The more NFTs you add in the game will allow you to earn more money. The higher you Gala Power will allow you to earn more money as well. So complete the daily reward challenge, collect your reward, use your TownCoin to buy other NFTs, join a guild. Yeah, there's guild in Townstar as well. So joining a guild is a great way to get started in Townstar. You can find a guild by joining the Discord chat. There are many different type of guilds to choose from, so be sure to find one that fits you best. You can also create your own guild if you don't find one that suits your need. And let me announce it right now, guys. We need to have a guild of Townstar in the astronaut community, guys. I'm going to be playing this game seriously. I'm investing in the ecosystem. I think it's worth it. By getting experience and playing, you'll get multipliers. Just help when collecting daily reward, bonuses, and holding more NFTs. And playing them will increase your bonus town power. So yeah, it will increase your bonus town power as well. You can also play during prime hours. So if you play around 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern time, that's when the most players are on. You can also share the play to earn with friends. So for example, if you invite people to the Gala Game ecosystem, you also get rewarded by doing that. And then that can allow you to earn extra TownCoin in the game. For example, there's a YouTuber, I think On-Chain Gaming, the On-Chain Gaming channel, is making up to $200 per day in Townstar. And that's in part thanks to the fact that he's running a node, because if you're running a node, you're earning Townstar every day as well. And thanks to the fact that a lot of people are following his link in order to join the Townstar ecosystem. I'm going to be sharing a link to Townstar in the description below. Guys, if you guys want to support the channel for this in-depth review, I would really appreciate if you click the link in order to sign up to Townstar. That'll be very helpful. So these are the type of server that you get in the game. So you have the play to earn server, which reset monthly, play to earn features, no rewards, but meta changes. Then you have weekly competition, which reset weekly, play to earn feature as well now, I guess. And then you get rewards for up to the top 400 players in that game. And both server get meta changes based on the cycle, monthly or weekly. If you guys want to get familiar with the game, the first thing I recommend you guys to do is to head over to townstar.com/guides and read every single guide that you can get your hands on to just get a sense of how the game works. So you'll have your first Townstar guide, securing your cash flow, farming 101, Field of Dreams, so making sure to maximize your farm to make it much more productive, because the more guide you read, guys, the more money you'll be able to make in the game. So this is so simple. It's like learn to earn more actually. So I recommend you guys to actually read those guides, because you're going to be able to maximize some concept in the game. There are some things that are a bit more complicated to figure out in the game, like making gasoline. In the game, you don't only need resources, you also need to figure out how to combine them in order to make it a productive venture. You can have livestock, you can have industries, you can have farm, you can have different type of strategy. You can decide that maybe your town will be a sugarcane town and sell mostly sugarcane and make most of your money from sugarcane. So you have those options in that ecosystem in the game. But guys, there's a lot of guides available in that ecosystem. I highly recommend you guys to check it out. It goes from how to improve your crop, to utilize water better, to figure out where to position your farm before you get started, or your town, and so on. Here are some of the prerequisites in order to play Townstar. So first of all, you will need to own blockchain items, item NFT that you can buy in order to put it in the game and earn money in the actual game. Gala or Town in your wallet and will allow you to earn additional money in the game, because it will set your Gala Power, and you might sometimes need season access in order to earn rewards on a daily basis. To unlock each day's reward, player must additionally complete a daily challenge within the game. This can involve collecting a certain number of star points, selling a certain number of goods, accumulating a certain number of in-game cash or more. And that's an example of some of the daily challenges you see in the game. And you will sometimes notice that, that you have a challenge in the game that is like popping up or right on the corner. Those are the challenges that you can complete in order to actually earn money in the game. Once completed in a 24-hour period, player can claim their reward for all NFTs that are placed within their town at the time of claiming. You can get NFTs on the Townstar store or on the secondary market on OpenSea. When you start the game, you have to pick where you want to play. And then, believe it or not, this is very strategic. Depending on where you play or where you put your town, you have some advantages. A lot of people are looking to live around rivers, because just like in the real world, being close to water has its advantages. You will notice that all the big major towns are always close to water. And based on the town that you pick, based on the area that you pick, The difficulty of your gameplay might increase or decreases depending on that. Once you have your town, then you're gonna get your farmer, your rancher, your lumberjack. Those are the main characters that you're gonna be seeing in the game walking around, and you have to pay them wages. So when the game starts, it starts with a very fixed amount of money that you get when you start your town, and you use that money in order to pay those workers when they're producing things on your town. Do not run out of money, because if you do, your worker will literally drop out every single item that they're using and just say, okay, not paying me, I'm done, and then just walk away from your town. So make sure to have enough money to pay your worker. And there's a working wage guide, like a guide on how you can work with wages in the game. As you can see over here, you have the wages, how much it'll cost to pay your worker, and you'll see the time until the next paycheck. So make sure to keep an eye on the money you're making in the game in order to see that you have enough money to pay people. This is the total wages of all your workers combined, and you always want to make sure to have enough money over there. Pay is based on the type of job that they're doing. As you can see, low pay and high pay depending on the skill and the trade of the job. And paid for sleeping. Oh my goodness. Don't think that you can get out of paying your worker just because they are doing anything. Even if they are in their home with no current task, those wages are still racking up. This can become expensive in some examples, such as the refinery. If a refinery is not actively refining petroleum or gasoline, it may be a good idea to destroy the building to save yourself the wages. Guys, if your worker are sleeping in TownStar, that means that you don't have work for them. So yeah, so if you don't have enough money, be worried, because your worker will get on strike too in this game, guys. Really fun concept, I love it. The way you make more money in the game is by crafting and selling. You're selling to other towns, so based on the way you place yourself on the map, you'll be close to some towns, and whenever you make goods, whichever craft you decide to specialize in, you can sell to other crowd. Make sure to check the sheet that show you how much you can make per good, because some crafts earn you way more TownCoin than others. So make sure to check this out if you want to make more money in this game. I really like my sugarcane in this game because it makes good money, but you can have different strategies. Some people are specializing in wine, which pays well as well, but you can do it gradually as well, where you can start with one industry and gradually move to another one. And like I was saying earlier, the NFT you own makes things easier in the game. So you can acquire some of those NFTs, some of the skin. If you own skin in the game, it accelerates some of the productivity in the game for some of your worker. Choosing a starting location in TownStar, this is what we talked about earlier, but I didn't cover it in detail, but here we'll talk about it a little bit more. The first thing you have to consider is the biome. It could be forest, plain, or deserts, and each offer you a distinct combination of starting resources, making certain goods more feasible. The biomes are also important for their own reason. Sometimes you can be close to a river, or you can be close to a forest, and forests actually have the advantage of being an easy start. Plain have only 2 pounds and significantly fewer trees, but a field full of pasture. Then you have a desert, very difficult start. Desert have no trees, no pounds, but you do get an oil seep, so you can have an oil production in the desert, which pays well. And you also have to be worried about your surrounding, whether you're close to an ocean or you're close to a river, because if you're close to an ocean, you can't grow things near a salty ocean and things get rusty. They do, however, speed up the production of brine, which is used to make salt. And if you're close to a river, you can think of them as one huge pond as the edge of your map that provide fresh water to whatever sits next to them. You also have the mountain, and mountain, they're tall and therefore they block wind and cast shade, but mountain are huge, so they cast a 5 tile wide shade. Not quite sure what they're saying here. Oh yeah, it's not so great for farming. Interesting. Another thing to keep in mind is distances. In this game, the way you make money is by trading with other towns, other cities. So if you're too far from those cities, it might take you a little bit longer to get there, because you have to pay for gasoline for your trucks in order to deliver those goods. So the further away the town, the more expensive the gas to take them there. So this is something that you have to take into consideration. The most extreme scenario is to live on an island. If you're too far, it's going to cost you a lot, and then you don't start with a lot of money when you start the game. So I wanted to go through the entire frequently asked question, but we don't have enough time for me to cover this during this video. But I might make a subsequent video where I just walk you guys through some of those details when I'm doing the full in-depth coverage of the game itself, where I play the game myself and walk you guys through it, answer any questions, so play the game for a certain amount of time, so you get a sense of how it is to play this game. Quickly going to walk through some of the guides that I found. There's a guide that will allow you to find out the best prices for crafting item and a timesheet. where you can see how much time it will take you to craft them and sell those goods. You can make a calculation in order to make your town more productive. There's another townstar guide that covers every single areas of the game, tell you what's the best location that you can go to, desert east, desert north, like every single areas in detail. If you're looking to pick a location, will tell you if there's more grass or more trees. So just so that your strategy in the game is much more effective. You even have a gas map where this guy tell you where are the location where you're most likely to get the most gas. All these tools at your disposition will be in the description below, and make sure that you have access to those tools so that you can have an advantage when you start to play the game. You also have access to those sheets that allow you to calculate your return on some of the good that you get in the game. So for example, if you were to buy with storage and the daily TownCoin reward is $150, what does that mean in terms of monthly and annual yield? So do not confuse cost and value. The cost of an item is not necessarily the value of that item. You might be paying $1,000 to get the asset, but its value long term might bring you much, much more than that $1,000 that you spent, and your return of investment could be as little as 14 days or 15 days. So focus on value rather than costs when deciding to invest in some of those ecosystems. All right, guys, so this is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.